Hey, what's going on? Matthew Taman here. Listen, I know that the pandemic is affecting everyone around the world. There's not a single sector in society that have not one way or another been touched. So what I want to do today is I want to show you guys places that you can get work or find jobs as a Joomla designer, as a freelance web designer. And the truth is, believe it or not, there are more projects today for websites than there's ever been. Because a lot of companies, a lot of people are looking for ways to do things online. So most of the times they've never designed websites before. They don't know where to start, what to do, what software to use, but you have the experience of using Joomla. So I want to show you places that you can start applying for some of these projects and how you can get work really, really quickly. Now, the ones that I'm going to show you, I've used just about all of them, and I know that they really work. Now, I haven't done freelancing work like that in a very, very long time, in years, but I want to show you how if you want to get in there and start getting projects, you can utilize these sites and get projects literally within a day or so. So let's go. Okay, so we're going to jump into this right now. And one of the reasons why I decided to do this is I get so many questions from those that are getting started in the web design industry, Joomla. I'm learning Joomla. I've learned some things. How do I start to make money with it? Where can I find projects, and how did you find projects? So I'm going to show you guys. By the way, when I started Joomla back in 2007, I believe, and I started teaching Joomla 2013. And when I started, I had to find projects, and I'm going to show you the ways that I was able to find projects and make money doing it. Now, I don't do that as much today, and I haven't used a freelancing or used job portals in a very, very long time because people come on the website, reach out to me through there, and then a YouTube channel and Facebook. So they reach out to me, to do project for them through there. Now, the ones that I'm going to show you here, these are not limited to just these. There's a lot of different ones, but I want to show you the ones that I've used and the ones that I know that you can be able to get projects up and going. So the first one here, this one is Upwork. This used to be Odesk, I believe, before Elance, so they merged, and now it's Upwork. One of the things that I love about Upwork is that you get the opportunity to look for jobs. I'm in so many different categories. And one thing that really helped me is that when I started, I was just so focused on only just web design. And I realized that most of the clients that I was applying for projects for, they didn't have a clue about digital marketing. And digital marketing encompasses, web design, landing page, sales funnels, email, social media, and all those things. So what I tell people is this: yes, you're looking for a web design opportunity, but you also want to be looking for other things as well. In other words, let's go right here. So when you come on the website, you can search for professional agencies. So you can list your company here to be able to get projects. So you can go log in, or you can sign up for an account. So what I'm going to do right now is you click this drop down and you want to go over where it says jobs. And we're going to look for different jobs. You can also click here to see, different things. But so let's just put in Joomla, for example, and just click search. So when you do this, you notice that you see a lot of different projects come up. This one, optimize page speed results. And most of these are very simple sometimes. You can make really quick money doing this. Now, what I mean by quick money is that you can be able to apply for the jobs, and you can be able to start once they hire you. So if you do get selected, then take a look, for example, this one, scroll down, data entry, Joomla upload and install. Now, a lot of times, most people will see an amount says, it's $20. Oh, that's not enough. That's small, But one thing that I've come to realize is that a lot of clients will post up a small job on here. And once you complete that, then they're going to post, give you another project that's a little bit bigger. So don't be so discouraged by the small amounts for this one. Okay. And one more thing too is when you see here web designed, this is a great opportunity for you to use that to introduce a client to Joomla if they're not already using it. Now, in this case here, this was posted a fixed price of $2,500, and it shows you the website that they're looking to do, and it shows you how much they're willing to pay, and it shows you the level. Now, you can click here for more to see a little bit more. And if you want to see more, you click here on the project, and it's going to give you this pop-up. And it's showing you it was last viewed by the client 6 days ago. And it has different proposals. Now, you have to be mindful too is that you have a lot of different people that are coming here to, apply for these jobs, and they're willing to pay higher rates for the most experienced freelancer. So it gives the employer or the person that's looking for someone the opportunity to choose what they want. So you can go on this particular site, and they want a new redesign. So I'm going to click on that. We'll take a look at that. So they want a new fresh design for this website, and they're saying their current site was built with Joomla. So this is what the site looks like, and you can see why that they want to be, design something new. I've showed you guys in my tutorials and my courses, you can be able to do something like this very quickly and make a lot of profit doing it. Your profit margin can be very, very high. With something like this, if you get a project like this, let's say for $2,500, okay, what you need to do is you want to find out from the client what designs that they like. So you always want to find out what designs that they like, and you can suggest different things for them. But this one here needs a lot of work, manufacturers and for consumers. So it needs a lot of work for it. But as you can see, this is just one of them. And you can, create an account. You can apply for it. And let's scroll down here. And they're looking for, content creator. So once again, you want to look for opportunities for all the skill sets that you have. You can use your web design skill in addition to that, right? So we're going to come back to this. Now let's go over to, let me X this one off here. Let's go over to Guru. There's another site. Now Guru is another one too that has a lot of projects. And I've been using Guru, or I started using Guru in 2011, I believe. My first year when I started to really get into it, I think I made about, $12,000 to $15,000 just designing stuff from home. Now that may not seem like a lot to some people, but let me paint the picture here for you. Someone who, was just, at the time, I was working as a treatment counselor for teens, and I got fired. So I'm like, dang, man, I've just been at this job for like 3 months, and things, really wasn't working well. And I had to do something, so I started freelancing even before that. But anyway, I came across Guru and I applied for projects, and I was able to make $12,000 my first, $12,000 to $15,000 that first year. And it was a huge, huge saver because I learned Joomla. And I was able to, use that skill set so we can do web design again. Now, the reason why I put in web design, throughout my years, I realized that a lot of companies, they just want a quality website. Most of the times, they don't really care what software that you use. You can use ASP, you can use WordPress, you can use Joomla, you can use anything to build it. They just want something that works and looks professional. So if instead of you always type in Joomla, you can type in Joomla, but also just type in web design. You're going to realize that there's so much more companies out there. They're looking for web designers. I remember on the projects that I started working on, this company needed a web designer. They had never heard of Joomla. They didn't even know what Joomla was. But I introduced them to Joomla, and they loved Joomla so much. This is like a few years after doing Guru, but they loved Joomla so much that I made about $7,000 from that one client. They never heard about Joomla. So you have to look for opportunities to introduce your clients to something new. And they're always willing, as long as they see that it's going to work for their business, they're always willing to do so. Okay. So you can find jobs. You can scroll through here, look for digital marketing. If you do have some digital marketing skill set, I tell people this, and I just did a video about this not too long ago. with times that are changing, you have to learn how to capitalize on your skill set. So for me, for example, I do Joomla, I do web design, I do digital marketing, I do video production, I do consultation, I do some music as well, because you never know what skill set that you're going to need. So there's a lot of companies that are looking for people who have multiple skill sets. Companies just don't want someone sometimes to just be an expert at one thing, but they're trying to find someone that, okay, wow, you know how to create websites with Joomla. What else do you know how to do? And digital marketing, and Joomla has a lot of extensions that teaches you that you can be able to use rather to do digital marketing. So there's another one right here, Guru. So you can go to guru.com, create a free account, and you can start to search for jobs. And most of the times you can get these jobs pretty quickly, So you can see here, this company, they made over $1.2 million, in a year just from doing web stuff. Okay, then the next one now is Indeed.com. I've used this one too, and I've actually gotten some really good jobs from here. This one, you apply, you upload your resume, all the stuff that the company wants is expecting for you to have is right here. And once again, companies, they will put what you should have or what they're looking for. And if you go there and you show that you have some of the skills, they will love that. So you can do the same thing. You can type in web design, and you can see some web design projects right here. Opportunities, web design, web design, web design, web designer. If you have some graphic design experience, you can do some too. There's going to increase your value even more if you have those graphic design skill set. So you come through here and you apply for those. Most of these are remote jobs. They don't want you to come in-house to do that. You can stay wherever you are. You can get this done. So another one here is Freelancer.com. Now you have to create an account, and then you have to go ahead and choose things that you want to be able to focus on, and it's going to show you jobs based on that. Look at this. I just chose websites and IT. It is going to pull up all the jobs, 20 jobs here for the skill set that I chose. So I can scroll down if there's something that I see that I do, or I can go to different ones here. So you click through here and you see what opportunities are presenting themselves. Now it's not the time for you to just focus on one skill and that's it. We're living in times when companies are demanding so many, different skill sets. They're looking for those skill set. They're looking for that. So if you have extra skill set in addition to knowing Joomla web design, look at this, web development, 145 jobs. And then you scroll through. E-commerce, they have stuff for e-commerce. You can do that too. Digital marketing, project management. All of these are things that you have the ability to do. Scroll through here, look at all this. So in the websites, IT, and software, you can be able to find jobs in this region here and apply for them. You can find it very simple and very easy. And then finally, one of the ones too that you can check out is Fiverr. Now, when Fiverr started, they've changed over the years so much. Now they offer, pretty much everything you can think of. They started out with just offering everything for $5. So you can get anything web design, upload, banners, logo for $5, right? But now they've changed it so much that they have Fiverr for business. You can become a seller. You can pretty much find projects on any one of these here. So digital marketing, you have email marketing, and you have web analytics, domain, you have video. So if you have, once again, if you have a skill set in video animation, this is a great opportunity for you to see what's out there. I want to say this. I realized that I was able to connect with so many new clients because of the freelancing work that I did on these sites, that I made some really great contacts through that. I apply for projects and they'll look at my portfolio, they'll look at my resume to see the things that I've done, and then we'll just kind of build from there. I remember one particular client, for example, they saw one of my Joomla e-commerce tutorials, and they reached out to me that, listen, man, I've been trying to get my site up for a long time. The company that I hired couldn't get it done. I've seen your work and I love what you do. Can you do it for me? And they drove almost 5 hours to come and meet me. So we met in person and I was able to close the deal, and I made, within 3 weeks, I made $4,000 from that project. Within 3 weeks, $4,000. So this is a great opportunity too when you build on projects here for you to connect with people. So you scroll through and you create an account and you're pretty much good to go. So my goal for this video was just to show you where you can get projects, you can get work. Right now with the pandemic, a lot of companies are getting online because they realize that, listen, we need to get online. We need to get online and improve our online marketing, our online web design, or redesign or relaunch. So they're definitely out there. So you have Upwork.com as one, Guru.com is another great one, Indeed.com is another great source. You have Freelancer.com, and then you have Fiverr.com. Now, as I mentioned before, there's so many of them out there, but I wanted to show you the ones that I have used and the ones that I see, these work, and I'm happy with the results that I got from them. And they can definitely, work for you. So feel free to go out and, check this out. But before I end this video, I just want to say this. We're living in times now that you have to have a skill set. Learning to just do one thing alone is not going to cut it. Okay, because the opportunity is going to present itself. As I mentioned before, yes, you do Joomla, you do web design, but there are companies that are going to hire you and need you to work on digital marketing in addition to being a web designer. They'll need you to do some basic photo editing, or they want you to upload things and install scripts, and things like that. So you have to be able to use your skill set. Okay, you have to be able to use the skill set that you've learned prior to learning web design and other things. Right now, it's all hands on deck. And when you have all hands on deck, you are going to be amazed by the results that you get. I guarantee you that. So feel free to leave me comments. Let me know what you're looking at and what sites you're going to and what your response is, like how things going with the site. I'd definitely love to hear about it, and whatever tips or things like that I can give you, feel free to reach out to me.